I just celebrated the 1-year anniversary of my bariatric surgery. I call it my surgiversary. It's right up there with the important moments of my life, like having children and getting married. It's been life-changing. Well, I was always the heavy kid, the one that was picked last in gym class. As I was growing up, I consistently gained weight. And as I got older, I got married, I had 3 children. It was a joy to be pregnant, but with each one of my children, I gained a significant amount of weight, and then I wouldn't lose it. I would try many different ways of dieting, and sometimes I would be successful with dieting. Once I was successful and I got to where I wanted to be, the weight would slowly creep back on again. I got to the point that going up and down the stairs was almost impossible. I was like doing one stair at a time. My knees were really feeling my weight. My blood pressure was uncontrollable. Even being on medication, my blood pressure was uncontrollable. I was having episodes of acid reflux where I would choke in the middle of the night. I'd look at myself in the mirror and I'd look in my eyes and say, this isn't who I want to be. This isn't me. I knew that underneath all the extra weight that I was carrying around, that the true me was actually in there. But I had no way to find that person. So I felt very lost and very alone, and reaching for something that I knew I couldn't find by myself.
We are a fully accredited metabolic and bariatric surgery program where we have every element of the process that patients have to go through, from the intake to the dietary to the behavioral to pre-admission testing and then getting into the operating room. When Tammy came to see me, she had really wrapped her head around the risks and the benefits.
It was really a great experience to go in and talk to somebody about me and about my weight issues and what had happened to me over the years, and all about my yo-yo dieting and where that had gotten me.
We have various surgical options ranging from a gastric balloon through a sleeve gastrectomy to a gastric bypass. Those are the 3 main bariatric procedures that are done in the United States, as well as the lap band that is also being done, and they're all minimally invasive. Even though you're having a procedure, the weight isn't magically going to come off, but it's a tool to significantly bring the weight down.
Bariatric surgery is the tool they are given. However, it is what they do with that tool. So it is being motivated and staying on track with the nutrition plan, as well as exercise, which is really equally as important.
As the weight was coming off, those first 40 pounds, I was starting to say, hey, wow, this is happening for me. And I had more energy, and it was more energy than I had ever felt before.
How's my favorite patient? I think she's doing phenomenal. She's done a great job. She has abided by our dietary guidelines. She has been very strict with her diet. She appears to be a lot happier, healthier, and she looks fantastic.
6 months after surgery, I started to feel more normal and a better version of myself. My blood pressure was definitely starting to decrease so much that they were starting to cut back on the amount of medication that I was taking. And I was actually able to give up on the medication that I had for my reflux. I didn't need it anymore. So it's been a little bit over a year, and I've lost 70 pounds. One of the things that I did for myself after I lost the weight was I went to Disney. So I was doing like between 10 and 12 miles a day of walking through Disney without any knee pain, without being out of breath. It was a wonderful experience to be able to go to Disney with my kids and keep up with them, because that was something I was never able to do, is keep up with my kids. I've done other things since then. I've gone on a ropes trail, and being able to be high up in the sky on this little teeny tiny rope and little teeny tiny ladders, and being able to go through there and feel confident with myself that, yeah, you can do this. You're not the person you were before. It was amazing.
All right. Okay, great seeing you.
Nice seeing you.
You have to commend every patient. We do the easy part, okay? The surgery is really the easy part. The hard part is, after the surgery, the patient has to use that tool in order to, be successful. And Tammy is a great example of that.